How the land becomes sacred is our new topic that we are going to cover. So this chapter helps to understand why certain lands or places are considered sacred by different communities and how this affects history, culture, religion and even politics. So basically sacred land is often linked to myth, legend, religious events or spiritual belief. People build temples, mosques, churches, stupas or other monuments on such land which further strengthen its sacred status. So here we are going to learn about how the land becomes sacred and how people build temples, mosques and churches and which further strengthen and connect their sacred status. Right. Now what is a sacred land? A piece of land becomes sacred or holy when it is believed to be connected to a divine event, deity or spiritual leader or sometimes religious practice. Then that land is known as sacred land. Now sacredness is not a natural feature of the land, it is given by the people, belief and the tradition. So there is nothing to do with that one natural feature of the land, but the people's belief and the tradition just they make that land sacred, right? Now if you just see some examples in India, then Varanasi, that is Kasi, sacred to Hindus, believed to be the city of Lord Shiva. Bodh Gaya, where Gautam Buddha attained enlightenment and it is sacred to Buddhists. Likewise, Ajmer Sharif, that is a Sufi dargah sacred to many Muslims and people of other faiths. It is in Rajasthan. Golden Temple Amritsar, that is the holiest site in Sikhism. And Jerusalem, that is an international example, that is sacred to Jews, Christian and Muslim. Right. So these are the places as this has been renowned as sacred land because sacredness is here that is not related to the natural feature of the land but the people belief and the tradition. Right. Now we have seen all that some people just build monuments on sacred land, right? Why do people build monuments on sacred land? To honor religious events or figures, to invite pilgrims and show devotions. Rulers often build religious structure to show their power and pity and to unite people under one faith. So these are the reasons that we see some monuments on sacred land, right? Now next is some myths and stories and oral traditions are also related with the sacred land. Stories or legend pass through generation and contribute to the sacred image of land. Sometimes a divine event is believed to have occurred on a certain hill, river, bank or forest also and as a result that area became a sacred land. People might say for example God appeared here or a saint meditated here. Okay, so they may just give the example that God may appear here or a saint meditated here. And in this way also through the myth, stories and oral tradition also some land became sacred. Now, sacred groups and nature. Some tribes and communities consider forests, rivers or mountains as sacred. Example, forest in the Western Ghats or the Ganga rivers. So that is an important sacred place for Hindu, right? Then this belief help preserve nature and promote environmental conservation also. So due to this belief, what happened? It preserved nature and promote environmental conservation also. Now sometimes we have seen conflict on sacred land. When different religious communities claim the same land as sacred, dispute may arise. And recently we have seen that the Ayodhya dispute between the Hindu and the Muslim communities over the Babri Masjid Ram Janmabhoomi site, isn't it? But right now it has been resolved. Now what is the impact on society and culture due to sacred land? Sacred land became important pilgrimage site. Okay, it became an important holy site. These places attract visitors which help local economy and culture. So tourism get promoted here. Sacredness can also shape art, architecture and literature. Right? So land becomes sacred not on its own but through belief, practice and stories built by people. Sacred places are important for religious identity and cultural heritage. Such land often becomes center of power, devotion and historical memory. So respecting different sacred belief promote tolerance and unity in diverse country like India. So in this way, some land becomes sacred and India is a diverse country and it just respect different sacred belief of each and every culture and religion, and in this way it promote tolerance and so unity in diversity, right? So this is the chapter overview of the topic, how the land becomes sacred. I hope you may get just the understanding of the chapter. So this much for this video. Let us meet with the next one in the next video.